What's up everybody, I'm Seth Fowler and today I've got two sneakers which I'm really excited to unbox. And the best part about them is that they're not the usual brands that I go to. They're brands that I would consider underrated. As I'm sure you've noticed on this channel, I tend to unbox a lot of Nike, Adidas, Jordan brand, Puma, New Balance, stuff like that. And I don't often get a chance to unbox sneakers from other brands which are a lot smaller, a lot more underrated, and usually better quality. So I thought that in this video I could unbox two sneakers from two brands which I feel are really underrated and just as good as the big guys. In fact, I like some of these better than the big guys. And hopefully you guys enjoy this unboxing. If you guys do, if you want to see more sneakers from these brands, let me know in the comment section down below. So I think I'll save this guy on the top till last because you guys haven't actually seen this yet. This one I may have featured already in a video because I got it like a week and a half ago. So as you probably saw from the back of the box, this is a pair of John Geigers and this is the 002s in the OG colorway. This is a pair that I picked up like I said last week and I actually featured in my top pickups of September 2019, I think. The other shoe I got like 2 or 3 days into October, so that didn't make the cut unfortunately. Maybe it'll make next month's video, but this pair I'm pretty excited about and let's check it out. So John Geiger was really well known for some of his pretty big sneaker customs that blew up. I don't know if they're customs or they were just like redesigned sneakers that blew up. And now he creates his own sneakers, which I think is super cool and something that I aspire to do one day. And I really look up to him for that reason because I think what he's doing, designing and creating his own sneakers is super cool. So these are the John Geiger 002s in the OG colorway. This is the first colorway that dropped, I believe, either earlier this year or at the end of last year. And the cool thing about this sneaker is that it's a super minimal and super simple construction, and that's what I really like about it. You've got this really clean and simple one-piece midsole and outsole, and then you've got this super clean sock-like upper that's made up of this black neoprene feeling material. And one of the details that I really dig is this neon green stitching that runs down the center and runs around the top of the ankle collar. And pull out the padding in there. I also really dig this leather toe guard or mud guard. It's a nice material switch up, which I think is cool. And then of course my favorite detail is this white rope lacing that wraps all the way around the ankle area, which I think is a really nice detail. And if you feel like that's not going to hold you in place enough, which honestly it totally will. In fact, I don't think it even needs the laces. You would stay in the shoe even if you didn't want to. You've also got this little pull tab on the back, this green pull tab guy, or I guess, what's it called? Is it a pull string? You've got multiple ways to lock yourself into the shoe, and I just think it's a super clean, super simple, and really masterfully designed sneaker. I actually already did a review of the Pittsburgh colorway of the 002, so if you guys want to check that out, there will be a link at the top of the screen. This is essentially the same exact sneaker, just in a different colorway. I think I like this colorway better because I like the contrast of the upper and the outsole and midsole, but they're both good colorways. And I think the only other colorway that I like maybe more than this is either the tie-dye colorway or the what the colorway, because both of them are nuts. But this is a super clean shoe. It definitely has a very designer feel to it, so it's probably something I would wear to more upscale, classy, fashionable, I think is the word I'm looking for, fashionable events and fashionable things. But you know, I could see myself rocking this to like Target if I needed to. If you want to grab a pair of John Geiger 002s for yourself, they are $350, so they're not cheap, and they also sell out every time they drop. So trying to get a pair is a little bit more difficult than I think you would expect, but it's definitely worth grabbing if you really like the sneaker. I dig these. Now on to the next guy. So this sneaker was just sent to me like 2 days ago from a brand that I really look up to and I really respect, and that brand is We Are Underdogs. We Are Underdogs is a sneaker brand from Portugal, and what they do is they create sneakers for up-and-coming designers. I think you can win a competition while you're at the Pensole Academy and have your shoe actually made, which is super cool. I actually also think that Chris from Wear Testers is designing and creating a shoe with these guys, which is super cool. Huge shout out to Nightwing, he's the man, and that's so cool that he's actually creating his dream basketball sneaker. That's awesome. But if you missed it, I actually already got a package from these guys, and it was a collaboration with the YouTuber Bluemon, who's an awesome style, fashion, hair YouTuber, and he designed the shoe called the Meraki 1. And that's just like a super clean, super stylish, formal sort of sneaker that I really dig. But this, I'm not sure what it is. I haven't actually seen it yet, so let's pop it open and see how it looks. We got a note, and this first piece of paper says, message from the designer. It says, the story all began with 12-year-old me hustling the internet, selling JPEG logos with help of a LimeWire copy of Photoshop and tutorials from GeoCities. That's a throwback. Fast forward to today, I'm now a full-time industrial designer. That's so cool. That's what I am. That's sick. And while my 9 to 5 is where I lay my foundation for design, 6 to 10 is my creative playground, and footwear design is the language after dark. All that brings us here to this moment. The contents of this box hold my debut in the sneaker world. It's called comma, because very much like the punctuation mark itself, it represents a short break in my design sentence in this ongoing story as an independent creative, a mark of constant state of creative pursuit, and a distillation of a product many years in the making. Thank you, We Are Underdogs, for this opportunity. That's super cool. Oh nice, it looks like they actually sent a personalized note. Tells a little bit about the shoe and then has some other information which I'm gonna save for later, but that's awesome. Okay, so, let's see the shoes. Whoa, look at these. These are sick. So this is the We Are Underdogs, comma, in the Midnight colorway, and apparently there are 7 other colorways that have already come out. So one of the cool parts about this sneaker is that it's actually made up of this really deep blue material. It's something that looks black from a distance, but when you get up close or when you see it in the right light, you'll see this really beautiful deep blue navy. It's sick. So the entire upper is made up of this really premium calf suede, and the midsole and the outsole are molded together in one piece, and they're made up of this natural rubber cup sole. So all the materials on this sneaker feel really, really premium. It's a really nice feeling shoe. It's got some heft to it too. So the idea behind this shoe was that it was inspired by a sneaker silhouette, but it has sort of a Chelsea boot-like upper, which I think is a really cool touch. It's one of those shoes that I feel like you could wear really easily casually, but because the materials are so nice and because the silhouette is so minimal, you could really wear it to a formal event too if you wanted to. Oh, and I didn't even notice that till just now, but you've got the We Are Underdogs logo debossed into the upper right there. So obviously you get these really deep blue flat wax laces which wrap around the ankle of the shoe. I love this lacing system. I loved it on the Geigers. I love it on these. I actually had it on my Yeezy concept video. It's just like such a cool lacing system. It's awesome. And I think it looks great on these. And then I believe the way that you actually get into the shoe once you undo the laces is that you actually have a wrap. Yep, you have a wrap situation right there you can slide into. That's one thing I love about smaller brands is that they're able to use nicer materials because they're not creating such high quantities. I really love these We Are Underdog commas. These are sick. I think they definitely look like a designer shoe. Like they look like something a designer would create, and that's something that really hits close to home because I just love the way it looks. But let me know in the comment section down below what you think of the We Are Underdog commas in the Midnight colorway. I believe they only sell for like 175 bucks, and for the materials that you're getting, it's not a bad price at all. But with that, we pretty much wrap up the video for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.